looking beautiful outside right now.
How long will that last?
Yeah, it's not going to last too long, unfortunately. Although it is going to be a dry weekend for the most part. It's not going to be quite as comfy as the past couple of weekends have been. Let's take a look at what's going on outside right now. We'll start off with a look out the windows of our next weather sphere, and you can see it does look beautiful right now. The sun is shining. We've got blue sky. The fog moving out a little bit more quickly than it did earlier or yesterday and the day before. Let's pull up our map here. Just want to take you to the map and show you the timing on today's storm. So we're going to pull up our cities and take you through the timing here, and you should see the time scrolling at the bottom of our screen. So a couple of showers here and there early today, but it's not until late afternoon that these showers and storms really start to blossom, and you can see it's mainly going to be concentrated from the city down into Delaware and South Jersey. So while you could get a pop-up shower or storm north and west, I do believe it's areas basically I-95 on south that have the greatest risk for downpours and heavy rain. I'm actually going to try to stop this right at one of the most impactful moments here of these storms, right about, let's say, here. And as we get into, that's about 3-4 o'clock, and that's when storms are really going to be localized near the city and drifting down into South Jersey and Delaware. So heavy rain, the greatest impact with today's storms. Don't think we see the severe threat that we saw yesterday. We are not in a severe risk from the Storm Prediction Center. That'll update here within the next hour or two, so I'll let you know if that changes. But heavy rain is going to be the bigger impact and the threat for some flooding downpours. Right now, we don't have much fog in the city. As we've been saying, the sun is shining in Philadelphia, but down the shore is a little different. Still some gray skies, still some fog, and you can see the fog in the background here over the mountain in Bethlehem up in the Lehigh Valley. So still some fog depending on your location. It's not all that bad at the surface. Atlantic City Airport, though, still down to 1/3 of a mile of visibility. So clouds, some sun. Warm and steamy. 88's our daytime high. Now it may get a little bit higher, and it all depends on when those storms fire up. If we get a thunder shower over the airport as early as, let's say, 1 o'clock, it's not going to heat up that quickly. But if it holds off until 3 or 4, then we may see temperatures make a run toward 90. But scattered storms later this afternoon, again, especially from the city on south, as a cold front begins to progress from really northwest to southeast across the region. So clouds early, it's warm and humid, and here come the storms. They're going to really kind of draw on the heating of the day. So firing up as that front moves through. This is 2 p.m. right over the city at 2 o'clock. Camden County, Gloucester County, down into Atlantic County. The shore will see this as well. So if you have beach plans today, I would get to the beach early and then pack it in a little early as well, because you don't want to be out on the beach when lightning is nearby. You can see this heavy rain, and this is again right along I-95, right along Route 30 there as you head into South Jersey. It's going to be a slow go, and that's 4 o'clock. By 5 or 6, as the evening drive gets underway in the city, it does start to dry out, but down on I-95, if your commute takes you down toward Wilmington, you are going to have some slowdowns there. And then by 8 or 9 o'clock, it's out of here. So similar to yesterday, but I think it's more of a rain threat versus a severe wind threat. The weekend is quiet. It's warm and it's steamy. We're at 88 Saturday, 91 Sunday, but I don't think we'll see much in the way of storm activity. We will be watching this storm. So thunderstorms are what we call mesoscale storms, basically small scale. This is what we call a synoptic scale storm, a very large scale storm, aka a hurricane. And this hurricane, it's not a hurricane yet, but it will be likely by tomorrow evening, and then likely to develop into a Category 3 major hurricane by Sunday into Monday. You can see the track takes it just north of most of the Caribbean islands, which is a good thing. And right now we are in the range. It's just getting into that red area, meaning about 6 to 8 days away from reaching the east coast of the United States. So in about a week, that's when we'll see that storm make its closest pass. That's Tropical Storm Erin, of course, soon to be Hurricane Erin. Looks like it will stay offshore. It's likely going to churn up the ocean, leading to rough surf and rip currents next week. But if the track holds, it would not make landfall along the eastern coast of the United States. So your next 7 days are pretty quiet. After today's storms, we've got a hot, sunny, and generally storm-free weekend to enjoy.